Folks, it is Monday. The weekend has come and gone, and we are now into the start of a new week. So let's get into the swing of things with a good little mix of with a good little upswing, because it is the Mechpit chat, folks. Apologies for last week. I apparently am not immune to whatever bug was going around, so I got sick for that, and I'm still feeling a little bit. That is. That is all part of the past, and hopefully we are moving past it, because I'd sure as hell like to not have to deal with that schmutz in my throat anymore. Yeah. But no matter. Like I said, Monday's come. Here we are here. And so is David Glenn. Hey there, Dave. Welcome. Of course, Snorpoopus Cuber, the one and only polar bear of YouTube. Greetings. What else we got here? Philip A. Demick says, cheers, everyone. And have I caught the trailer for next month's Netflix Gundam? I believe I caught it when it first came out. Yeah, that is something we got to look forward to. In fact, honestly, it's something I've always kind of put off and I haven't really thought about. But no, you're totally right. That's right up our alley, and we'll probably have to do a little live stream to talk about it when it comes out. No, guys, it is going pretty good, and I kind of don't really have much planned today, but we're gonna go into the swing of things. We're gonna make it work. How are you guys doing out there? Because hey, it's a new week. It's a chance to get a nice fresh start. We are just pull up YouTube Studios, because we've got a little bit of stuff in the background to kind of go and handle. Maybe I should just sit here for like a good 2-3 minutes and say absolutely nothing. Have no idea. I'm like, I don't think anyone would like that, though. No, I probably won't do that. I was wanting to pull up and see what was going on, but that is just too... All right. No matter. I am just wasting time. I was looking to see who's all mods, but that is something I can always fix a little later on. Yep. And on the plus side, Snack says he'll be stopping by shortly. So, guys, how are we doing? Because, yeah. I'm totally not floundering here, guys. Don't worry about it. It's been a pretty good week, all things considered. I mostly just watched a bunch of One Piece, which has been the ever-burning chase to catch up. There are minutes there where that almost feels like it's almost too much of a bite to try to swallow, but we're gonna keep going at it, because it's one of those. Yes, I am. Did you need me? Okay. Family life. It happens. So yeah, let's see. We have had a bit of a crazy week, because there was that whole Trump thing that happened again. You'd think that we wouldn't have to have people resorting to that, but that's what happens, I guess. It's crazy. Stuff like that keeps happening. Let me close this up. Yeah, no, it's been going. Build Game Boy. All right, let me see if I can't pull up something here. I don't know, maybe I just don't have much of an idea tonight. But that's all boring. No, we're not going to do that. It's the thing is, it's oftentimes it's so easy to get swallowed up by all the negativity and get wholly consumed by all the news that's out there, and it can all be just too overwhelming sometimes. But there's a challenge there to not be consumed by it, to not let yourself be just completely swallowed up by the void of news, of just all the insanity of the world. You never quite know what's going to be coming, but then you gotta find those little upbeat spots out there, and that's always the little challenge in life. It's so easy just to be. It's just so easy to stop and look and say like, oh no, see, it's all crazy out there. We've never lived in such crazy times, but we also put a magnifying glass up to every moment of life, so everything is just so is so magnified, made so much larger than it actually is. I don't know. What do you guys think out there? What's going on? Because it's let's see. It is a good little week. Hang on. What is? Oh shit! I guess. Huh. All right. So I think what we'll do today, just to actually get into an actual topic, because apparently there was no news this week. I think what we're going to do is we're going to take a page out of the anime playbook here, and let's go take a look and see what's coming up this fall, because I think I think it's that time. It's that time of the year, that time of the season to look ahead just a little bit. So let me go ahead and pull this up here, and we are going to see just what is going on for the fall season. So just pull up the old Annie list. We have everything's kind of sorted out. Let's see. First is ReZero, which I never really did get into the. I never did really get into. I think I maybe watched the first episode, but that was about it. Maybe I should probably go back and watch it, because it's supposed to be a lot of one of those big early top anime that of the isekais, that sort of that part of that isekai quartet. As what I'm looking forward to, honestly, I haven't had a chance to really look forward yet, but this is gonna be the chance to do that for me now. Dan is also, let's see, story about Momo, a high school girl who comes from a family of spirit mediums, and her classmates Okarun, an occult fanatic. After Momo rescues Okarun from being bullied, they begin talking. However, the argument ensues between them, since Momo believes in ghosts but denies aliens exist, and he believes in aliens but not ghosts. To prove each other what they believe is real, Momo goes to the abandoned hospital where the UFO has been spotted, and Okura goes to a tunnel report to be haunted. To their surprise, they each encounter overwhelming paranormal activities that transcend comprehension. Amid these predicaments, Momo awakens her hidden powers, and Okuran gets power of a curse to overcome these new dangers. Their faithful love begins as well. The story between the occult battle and the adolescent starts. Worldwide premiere of episode 1 before the Japanese television premiere occurred at July 6th. So we've already had a little preview for this out. Maybe. It's pulled up the actual art for itself here. I kind of like the look of. I kind of like the look of it. It's very bright, colorful. I like the look of the main character there. Plus, hey, we need something, just a little snippet of the maybe they will, maybe they won't relationship. So maybe we'll add that to the plan to watch. Oh, tits and ray guns. Thank you so much. Aliens are a ghost. Oh, so it's part of the Alex Jones idea. That's not a bad way to look about it. I don't know, but at the same time, I kind of like having the two seen as separate. Ari Farida season 1, but fell off season 2. Same with ReZero. Love Shangri-La Frontier. I never did watch Shangri-La Frontier, and I've heard good things about it. But then I decided. Actually, the thing is, I've been catching up mostly on like Neon Genesis Evangelion. I'm kind of slowly picking at that, like an episode a week or so, or pretty light, pretty casual. Always forget. Yeah. It's always it's easy to forget that sometimes it just defaults to the top ones, and it's like, yeah, it's good and all, but then you don't catch quite everyone. But we here love to give our love and respect to tits and ray guns. Okay, yeah, I've been definitely feeling that itch for the MMOs as of late. I mean, Farida seemed to lose edge in the second season. It's not as bad as Shield Hero season 3. That's another one of the ones I totally missed out on too. Like, I know Shield Heroes was plenty popular. Maybe I feel like I should. It's one of the things where I should probably just really focus on getting caught up on those shows that I currently have unfinished. Setting up just like Evita, I'm not neglecting Mechpit. No, don't worry, Punkwaddle. I totally get it. Life happens, gets in the way sometimes. Snack said he's on his way too, so I'm not going to be flying completely solo for this. It's not a problem if I am, but it's one of those things I got to kind of learn. I got to kind of learn to not just keep relying on others to help fill the dead air. I got to kind of look around and say, like, well, how does Loki do this? And, well, I think it's also because Loki kind of sometimes goes in with a little bit of a plan. Maybe I should plan more. But then again, there's actually some other things I need to work on in the background. For example, I'm probably going to be changing up the way I stream. Because StreamYard has decided they want to start charging us they wanted to like up the price for the package I have, and it's above what I'm comfortable paying. It's time for me to make some changes to how I do the show. So I'm gonna probably try to make a couple changes on the back end here, and we'll try to do it with like OBS and Discord, and we'll come up with a weird mishmash of stuff to make it work. But I mean, hopefully you guys won't see any differences here. In worst case scenario, we gotta deal with that ugly watermark in the top corner, and we might have the cool little background here. Oh dear, that's right. Uzumaki, folks, is one of those like weird horror manga that have been around that is finally getting an adaptation. So I hope you want to see people like basically get shredded down into spirals. I've caught a little bit of that before, and the thing is, I'm really not into horror, like the super messed up horror stuff, and I might just probably skip that one. I know people are it's gonna be the big popular thing. People are like, oh yeah, no, you're totally gonna watch it. I'm like, no, I don't. Spirals like pasta salad? Yeah, but like, think, but like people's skin. Here, let me see if I can't find like some relevant image. People start seeing spirals everywhere, and then everything just starts getting completely messed up. Oh. Yeah, what the heck? We'll show you this off just to give us idea of like the weirdo factor of it. You're like, what am I looking at? It's like, no, that's a dude who got obsessed with spirals to the point that he wound himself up. And it's airing on Adult Swim. Look, people are gonna be happy with it. People are gonna enjoy it. It's just not on my list of stuff that I feel like I need to watch. Of course, we also have Bleach: The Thousand Year War of the Conflict is airing in about a little less than 3 weeks, and yeah, Bleach is back. Hey, Anime Night, welcome. Just kind of looking over a little bit of the fall season, seeing what's coming up, and see if there's anything that is going to be on the list to check out. You know, you're probably not wrong. It's going to be right up there for the Halloween stuff, but I think plenty of people are going to enjoy it. So it's going to be. I think it's going to be a crowd pleaser. Let's see, Seirei Gensoki Spirit Chronicles Season 2. I've never heard of this first season, so I probably won't be jumping into the second season. Arifureta, was this the one you were talking about, Punkwaddle? Oh, okay, yeah. I see a bunny girl in a bikini. I'm like, tell me more. Let's see. Hajime Nagumo and his high school class are suddenly summoned to the fantastical land as heroes, but while most of his class have become powerful stats and allies, Hajime does not. Unappreciated and unprepared, he tumbles into the depths of a monster-infested dungeon where voracity and sacrifice are his only way out. To thrive in the savage world, he'll have no choice but to welcome the abyss. Ooh. And it's on Crunch. Is it not? Okay. Okay. Yep, that's for the first season. I do like Arifureta, though. I will watch the third season. The creative narration kind of make me think of a remonster tone. Ooh. Okay. Yep. You're talking my language there, because that was one of my favorite ones of last season. Definitely gonna have to check that out now. Let's see, Shangri-La Frontier Season 2. I gotta watch Season 1. Is it wrong to pick girls in dungeon? I hate to say it, but it's another series I gotta check out. I gotta hop on. The fact that they're on Season 5, it's got a big enough audience that people are checking it out. Let's see. Blue Box. What do we know about Blue Box? Do these sports cross lovers have a chance? Taki Inomata loves badminton, but he has a long way to go before he can reach nationals. When Taki sees upperclassman Chinatsu Kano practicing her heart out on the girls' basketball team, he falls for her hard. After an unexpected turn of events, brings the two closer. Sports not be the first thing in their minds anymore. It's a cross sports romance anime. And generally speaking, one of my rules is as far as anime goes, a good season needs to have at least one decent romance anime out there. So if we can get one of those, we can get one sports show, and with Blue Lock, we now have a couple at least. So that it's good to have a little competition in a season, and then we can, of course, have a little bit of all the other stuff. Sword Art Online is back. Gun Gale Online 2. Jeez, I don't think I've watched any of these since the original series. So maybe we'll pick another one up. Of course, then there's Dragon Ball Daima, and seriously, like this Dragon Ball Daima is, of course, going to be one of the next big shows to check out. Because Dragon Ball. And we are airing in 24 days. So this will be the our October tweet. October tweet. Yeah, that's what I had to do. Let me get my water. Blue Exorcist, I have not watched anything of that, but I know it's an ongoing series. You Are Miss Servant. Okay, we are going to be getting this is going to be like one of those things where we have the young guy and who has the more adult, more mature maid. Told from young that her only worth is a killer, Yuki has nothing else except cold efficiency in following orders. Now that she has a chance to leave her past behind, she arrives at the doorstep of Hitoyoshi Yokoya, asking to be employed as a maid. Thus begins the journey of a former assassin learning what it means to be normal. And we have the assassin maid and her young master, which is not totally in any way checking off any sort of fetish box whatsoever. No, that's certainly not happening with this show. I don't know. Maybe we'll check it out. I need to pick a couple of modern anime to jump on and enjoy. A couple of other second seasons coming. Loner Life in Another World is also coming up. When the acerbic loner, Haruka, gets transported to another world with his class, he's not big on adventuring, but he wouldn't mind some cool magic of his own. Unfortunately, the magic powers at first come, first serve, and by Haruka's turn, there's nothing good left to choose from. Now he'll have to take on this fantasy world the hard way, with a hodgepodge selection of bizarre skills, and with the all-girls class tagging along. What? And it's on High Dive, which means hopefully we won't be getting some poorly covered up, poorly censored hodgepodge. Maybe we'll check it out. Let's see. 365. What is this? Next show. Kekkan Surutete. Hanto Desuka. 365 Days to the Wedding. Wow. Fall's apparently a big season for all the romance anime. Who knew? Takuya and Rika are coworkers at a travel agency in Tokyo. They're both single, but they don't mind, since they're introverts with fulfilling lives at home. Unfortunately, the new job is looking to staff an office in Serbia, and non-married employees are the first to be considered. Rika is desperate to avoid the transfer and goes to Takuya with an idea. If they pretend they're getting married in a year, they can stay in Tokyo. The only problem is the two of them barely know each other. If these two quiet coworkers fake a relationship, will it turn into something real? Okay, I'm kind of feeling it, but we don't have a distributor for this one yet, so maybe it'll wind up on Crunchyroll or High Dive. I want to check it out. It could be kind of cute and gives me a little something to break up the minutia. Japanese are big on Christmas romances. Them and Hallmark both. Boy, is Hallmark big in Japan? Because I feel like that's a match waiting to be happen. Hang on, what else is listed? Oh. Before we move on to the next series, we got someone stopping by.
Lancelot, launch!
Oh, hey!
Hey, Snacks.
You hear me? Does it sound good?
You sound good.
Perfect. Sweet. What are we talking about?
Just looking over a little bit of the fall anime, seeing what's coming up, and
I have yet to gander at the upcoming tunes of Japan.
well, I think you joined at just the right time because there's kind of a little bit of a big title coming up for the next one on the list that I wanted to look at briefly.
Do tell.
A little series called Ranma and Half.
You say that's little, but I think that's big.
Well, yes.
Wait, do you go into the water and you turn into a girl or a panda?
Oh, that's always that's what's fun. I don't know. It seems like turning into the girls always has all the weird hijinks around it, so it'd be more crazy, a little more fun.
Yeah, so, that was the original. The question is like bear or man.
Bear or girl?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Was it I think it was a dad that turned into a panda bear, I think.
Yep. The father turns into panda. The rival turns into the little piglet.
Oh yeah, the little piglet. That's right. And he's got the worst sense of direction.
Wee.
Oh my god, I haven't seen Ramen 1/2 in ages.
Oh, it might be time to go revisit it.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, that we're also getting the 2024 series here coming up in about what 2 weeks. And where are we airing? Oh shit, Netflix.
Oh, Netflix. Okay, I might miss it then. I don't have Netflix.
Well, I mean, worth pointing out. Not that I'm advocating people go and hunt it down.
Oh ho yo ho, we don't advertise.
But there was a rather unfortunate leak that happened.
Oh no, what happened?
Like, I believe the entire first season of Ranma leaked already.
Oh. I mean, is there any spoilers? The manga's been out for decades.
Well, I mean, I think it's more of... Actually, I think the first, 4 episodes of Ranma leaked, and it was all of Season 2 of Arcane.
Yeah. Arcane, just different for you. Literally and figuratively.
Yep. Anyway, so what was your general opinion of Ranma? Because that was for myself. It was one of those. It was one of those first series I went out and I had to go and wholly consume the manga once I started reading it.
Honestly, it was one of those staples of when you catch the anime bug and you watch everything that's like anything that has a hint of Japanese animation. You know what I mean? And Ranma is one of those. You know, Ranma, Evangelion, Aroni Kenshin. The list goes on and on and on. Furikuri, just a whole bunch. You know, especially in the mid 2000s when I caught the anime bug pretty fat.
I remember going on the rare occasions where we went to Blockbuster when I was a kid, because for the most part we went to every other place.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, I think maybe Blockbuster was just a little more expensive for rentals.
Maybe.
But
they did franchise it, and but who knows? But
the thing was, I would find random VHS tapes of Ranma 1/2 at Blockbuster, so I was able to catch a little bit of it via them, and that was an early introduction to Ranma for me. Of course, by that point, I was also watching everything that Toonami would air before it eventually rolled over into Adult Swim.
Yeah, there's that. I was a scallywag on a ship on the web of inters.
I mean, aside from that, I would also, of course, like, we're talking like the early YouTube days. We're talking like
2000, Wild West.
Yeah. Basically that, like, pre-2010.
Remember Google Video before Google bought YouTube?
I'm talking about the era of YouTube in which you would get entire episodes of anime uploaded in like 1/3 sections because they couldn't go over 10 minutes per video.
No, I'm talking about the Google Video before YouTube got bought it for YouTube, like Google Video, and there's a lot of people that just downloaded like whole bunch of whole bunch of animes, just the whole episode too, because Google Video didn't give a crap. You can download movies or whatnot. It was like crazy. It was the wild west of the internet back then.
Oh, good times. Heck, I mean, I think I was finding like, so I didn't do the Google Video days, but for me, it was all YouTube. So I would just like find everything in like little 8-minute segments, like oh, here's Princess Mononoke, part 1 of 10.
Yeah.
Speaking about short things. We of course have someone else joining us in the back here, so let me invite him in here. So 1 second, folks.
What a warm invitation.
What a warm invitation, he says.
You know I like to scuttle like my crustacean friends.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just only a matter of time until penguins return to crab.
I mean, as long as it's not imitation crab, because that sushi is disgusting. But snacks. I also remember the hey Jeremy 5. I also remember the Google Video days when it was they didn't care because there was some stuff that it wasn't really censored by any means. It was just all up there, and it had their own little Google player and their own little Google search, and then it just all disappeared when they took YouTube. And it was,
to be fair, anime was a lot more niche back then too. It was hard to get it, but
yeah. It was in a way it was kind of the good times because it made it worth it, and now it's so easy to find everything, and now there's just so much crap to sift through.
Yeah.
Like I was talking, I think it was in Film Threats chat earlier today, and I think it was Monkey Jeebus was talking about how, like, Dragon Ball started off in the 80s, but it really didn't hit us until more the 90s, and so much of that
later 90s,
the what I'm blanking at, the Saturday night bit where we got Gundam Wing and all that stuff was all in the 90s,
Late 90s. We got Cowboy Bebop. We got
early 2000
well,
stuff is when it finally made it to us.
I mean, there was sort of that holy trinity of like the 90s, like more adult anime with Trigun, Cowboy Bebop, and there was a third one. I mean, not Ghost in the Shell, but
Outlaw Star? I don't know.
yes, Outlaw Star.
Okay.
All three of those were going for that kind of cowboy aesthetic.
Yeah.
And you had a few others that mimicked that didn't make it over until much later as well.
Big O.
Yeah.
That's another one. That was another big one in the running there.
Well, Big O happened right after Cowboy Bebop and had the same American voice actors.
Big O, aka Batman, but with a giant mech.
Yeah, I'm still bitter that I was watching it on High Dive and I was about halfway through the season when that was the day they updated and took it off, and so I couldn't watch any more episodes for included. I was like, you know what? Screw this. I'll come back to it later.
Yeah.
So High Dive is a So I will say High Dive. I don't always use it, but it's one I still pay for nevertheless because they have a good variety of stuff, and for only $5, I can't complain too much.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed that their user interface seems to be more and more like the just randomly scroll through. It's really hard to just go to search an area. It's like when you open up the app, oh, these things are highlighted. But like the previously watched on my Amazon Fire Stick, it takes away my previously watched and it makes me re-download the app like every 2 weeks. So all the progress and remembering what I was watching is gone.
That stinks.
Well, speaking of progress, let's pick a couple of more of these out here, and I think the first one's going to kind of that catches my attention is this little series called Demon Lord 2099 because
yeah,
the cyberpunk metropolis Shinjuku, a massive city-state bedecked with neon signs, towering skyscrapers, and the latest cutting-edge technology. It is here in the year 2099, the Fused Era, when the legendary Demon Lord Veltal has his second coming, 5 centuries in the making. But this landscape is nothing like the one he conquered all those years ago. For the fusion of magic and engineering has elevated civilization to dazzling, unprecedented heights. Veltal may be reduced to a historical footnote, but make no mistake, this brave new world will be his for the taking.
I feel like I watched something very similar to this. Is it second season or? No, this is different. Yeah.
I mean, you had me at
that plot is very similar to a couple I've seen.
I mean, I was kind of getting a little like Demon Man or Devil Man vibes as I was reading through that, and what the heck? I think this could be on the list to check out.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Does it crossover with Spider-Man 2099? It might. We might get that crossover.
What studio is it?
Let's go back to here. So we are looking at JC Staff.
Okay, that doesn't.
I like JC Staff.
What else have they done? That's not jumping out to me.
One Punch
JC
Man.
Staff. They've done a lot.
Okay.
They've done One Punch Man.
A lot for 2024, huh?
Fairy Tail.
Fairy Tail.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, they also did Reign of the Seven Spellblades.
Okay, so they got some fun art styles. They've done some cool stuff.
Yeah.
Where the House of It.
Smartphone. Smartphone's pretty good.
Yeah, that one's fun. So tone, voice acting, things you can kind of.
I think they did Food Wars too. I'm pretty sure they did Food Wars. I love Food Wars.
Okay, and then where is it?
Nope. Is it wrong to pick up girls in the dungeon?
Oh, yeah.
That's their bit. What's one of their besides
Yeah,
Food Wars? That was another big one that they did.
Did I ever tell you? I think I did. I told you guys back releasing season 1 like 10 years ago. Went to an Alamo Draft House and some of the main voice actors were there. Probably could have met people. I probably met people that are big in the industry now. I just didn't really.
Yep, I was right. Food Wars.
Yep. Okay.
And Konosuba.
Konosuba. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So,
Like I said, I do like JC stuff.
My mother and her 2-hit attack. Yeah.
Yep.
Psycho, whatever.
Yeah, they're a big anime house. As you can tell, that they pipe.
What is that mecha right there?
They punch out a lot of freaking anime stuff.
Planet with.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, the thing is, they're a studio that has been around, but I've heard the name before, but it's one I've never really kind of picked up a little flag in my mind. So it's always kind of
almost all their anime. Almost.
Yeah, and
they have a lot.
Going through it. Like, I just never paid attention to the name. I just enjoy what they do. It's like A1 in certain studios that have really, clicked in my mind.
Yeah. Like everyone,
Psychic, that's what it is.
Gets all butthurt about the distributors and stuff like that, like Crunchyroll or Funimation or Sentai.
Prison School.
Yeah, Prison School.
Okay.
Yeah,
they're solidified as worthwhile.
Yeah, they do the cutesy stuff and they do the bodacious stuff. Yeah,
they do something for everybody, and they have a good range. So
they're a big house. They're good at adapting at different artist styles too.
Yeah,
old times. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Well, this is
Railgun.
Yeah,
that's what, Magical Index as well.
Philip was saying in the chat.
Yeah, but we're at this point. We're going like well over a decade back.
Right. So they're well established. I just, like I said, it didn't click in my head as who they were, but clearly I know who they are, and a lot of people do too.
Oh shit! They did Camphor.
They did Nushana. I like Nushana.
Oh, okay.
And Camphor too. Yeah. And
these are all fun things.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are a lot of good things that should have had another season.
Well, now I'm looking forward to this even more, right?
Here's another name for the list here. Producers of Demon Lord 2099, Aniplex.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay. Aniplex doesn't mean anything. It just like Aniplex. Aniplex. I feel like Aniplex is on almost everything. Just.
Oh really?
I feel like it is, but.
Anyway, I feel like I derailed us for long enough.
Yeah. No, you're good.
Maybe.
Anyway, yeah. So Demon Lord 2099. I think that's going to be on the list to check out.
Yep.
On the list.
Solidified.
Mark it.
Tying the knot with an Amagachi sister.
Is it going to be one of those cafe terraces?
What?
Maybe.
Hang on. What is it?
Triplets.
Like I saw the name and I was thinking of like Tamagotchis.
Raise your girlfriend as a digital. How to raise your girlfriend.
That's probably like a family name.
Yeah. As a high school student, trying to enter Kyoto University's medical school after being raised at an orphanage. He's taken in by the chief priest of the Amagachi Shrine, where he begins to live as a freeloader and cohabit with Ye, Yuna, and Ashi.
Oh,
so three beautiful shrine maidens.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a love triangle, like battling harem for the guy. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
The cafe terrace, the quintessential quintuplets. This trope has gone back for.
It's a classic. Decades. It's a classic rivaling harem.
And they're usually fun because they don't get into they don't always get raunchy. They just kind of get into the fun.
Yep.
Almost kissing. So much almost kissing. A couple hand holding. Oh no, swoon. Sorry.
They're it's a fairly predictable formula, and it's just there if you want to have like a little bit of a junk food anime.
I mean, honestly, so it's isekai. So what
are
we crying about? I love isekai.
Yep.
Where are we at? So yeah, that might be, and it airs about 2 weeks from today.
Awesome one with awesome things, not romance.
After School Hinata-kun 2.
Go!
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, just kind of reading off a couple of these titles. After School Hinato-kun Part 2.
Mm.
Yeah.
Demon Lord Retry.
Is that going to be like the other one?
I'm gonna give that one a check out just because sometimes those are fun.
The Demon Lord continues his adventures in the revamped series. After encountering the mysterious entity at the lowest levels of the Bastille dungeons, he sets out for the Hellion territory where the Grand Devils vie for domination of the realm. With the addition of new advisor, the seemingly hopeless optimist Akane, the Demon Lord's army grows even more colorful, with their hijinks even wackier.
Okay.
Yep, sounds fun.
It seems like every season or two they take the tropes and they just make a little more niche derivative version and create like their own subgenres and mixed up genres in the thing, and it makes sometimes for really
They just tell a different story, and sometimes they play the notes so well that it's like, you know what I mean? It's like a concertier playing Beethoven, but they're playing it so well that you enjoy it. You know what I mean?
It goes back to the idea that every generation is going to find their new write their own song, but it's going to be the same tropes and the same ideas. It's just going to be in a way that's fleshed out a little bit differently, a little bit different nuance, taking a little bit different of a. I was going to say choreography, but I meant more like geography and social climate, and it's fun to see how people create these classic tales in their own way, right? So I'm all for it.
Yeah, maybe. And it's a sequel, so it'll be worth watching the first season if you want to check this out.
Yeah, and the waifus look okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And that guy looked kind of badass too. I'm not gonna lie.
Look, he's got just the three hair like tentacles.
I'm not gonna lie, the two guys in the middle kind of seem like Gon's counterparts in Friends and Hunter x Hunter in the first 100.
Oh yeah.
Episode.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
A little bit more like he seems more secret agent than just nerd, but the white and blue character kind of looks very similar.
Yeah, so maybe check it out.
Yeah, maybe.
Let's see. Next on the list, we have a historical piece because we are pondering the orb.
Ooh. Did you say pondering?
Did you say orb?
All right, sign me up.
Orb on the movements of the Earth. The settings of 15th century Poland. It was a time when heretical ideas lead those to possess them such a mindset to be burned at the stake for their beliefs. The protagonist, Raphael, a child prodigy, is expected to major in theology, the most important subject at the time, at the university where he plans to skip a grade. One day, however, he comes across a man and is now studying a possible truth in the midst of the heretical thought.
Interesting.
And this being, this is odd to see that the 15th century Poland is just one of these time frames that gets brought up quite a bit. I've noticed because over in the realm of RPGs, we had something very similar from RPG Punted just came out. That is like set at the same time. So for anyone who's into that is going to be one to check out his Fire. It was it's like Fire and Brimstone.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm completely derailing here because
It's all good.
So yeah, historical piece. Not something I really check out a ton of, but they have their place.
Yeah, sometimes I enjoy them. it's a rare time. I kind of like my fantasized.
Yeah.
I'm going to skip a little bit because there's frankly so many that come out in a week and so many that come out in a month, and kind of pick and choose.
As you do, as we all do.
All right. Well, next on the list, The Return of Rurouni Kenshin.
It's enough said. It's Rurouni Kenshin. I love the original. The newer one's not bad. Samurai X is great. The live action is really good. Like, out of all the live action, I know people are like, "Oh, One Piece is amazing." One Piece is trash compared to Rurouni Kenshin. Sorry.
As I got to defend the One Piece a little bit because it is a good adaptation.
It is no, I agree. It is an adaptation that's really good, but honestly, I think Rurouni Kenshin is probably one of the as close to perfect as you can get as an adaptation. It's so good.
So I thought I had heard there was a bad adaptation of it.
I don't know if they had a bad adaptation of it.
But then again, there's been just enough various anime adaptations to live action.
Think about bad adaptations. I'm like Cowboy Bebop, One Note, Death Note. Yeah. I said One Note. I meant Death Note, which only has one note.
Wow.
And that's the anime. That was the only thing that was good. I don't know. Yeah.
Like I'm surprised no one put like Willem Dafoe's face on Ryuk.
He would play good. He would play a good Ryuk. He would.
I need to watch this. I haven't
totally do that.
Any of the Rurouni Kenshin.
Rurouni Kenshin, you never dived into the Samurai X?
Well, like I know the live action films that people said were pretty good, but I didn't know what order to watch them on Netflix, so I got really confused and just kind of walked away for a while. And I need to go to the anime for sure.
Yeah, I hear that.
Your patriarchal racist gamer puppet could make a comeback. Oh, Gamer's Gaming Puppet.
Oh, the gamer puppet. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen. I like Little Gamer.
Yeah. The Little Muppet Gamer. Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't use them too much. I still got to finish up the Big Blue Kaiju. Just got to finish his legs because I do have the Granite State Comic Con coming up this weekend.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So,
I think I've got a gaming convention coming up this weekend, so I'll probably be out of town for that.
Sweet. I'll be busy.
Let's see. Party Kara Tsuji.
I was gonna say there was that little small town Comic Con near me. But I should have gone a few weeks ago, but I didn't feel up to it.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, I could have met some interesting people though.
Yeah. Everyone likes it when I go down with the big puppet, especially if it's a puppet the size of Coach Murphy or Freddy or like BBK is probably the biggest one I'm making. Oh my goodness, he's so big.
I want to say phrasing. Which one's BBK?
The Big Blue Kaiju is the big guy.
Oh yeah.
He's got horns, and he's got like a Stegosaurus green like Stegosaurus spikes down his back.
How big is Ord's puppet or Harold compared to the rest of your puppets?
Ord's is he's about the same size as Freddy. His head's a little longer, but he's generally the same size as Freddy. And I know a bit smaller than Coach Murphy.
I know we'll probably talk more of this like tomorrow, and then when we get to the hangout in the con, I'm curious about the construction of the head space of big heads like that, and how you pack it in, and how you keep it for your hand from being kind of in place and all that jazz. But that's a conversation for later.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I was saying after the Cotton Council Saturday, because I'm planning to drive down, I'll probably just grab whatever random puppet stuff I have and bring that down with me too.
Well, there you go. There you go.
Puppet Studio.
I do like making puppets. Just fun. It's fun. I don't think I'll be able to bring BBK on the flight, so he'll probably won't make it to Texas. Coach Murphy's going.
Okay, good.
Nice.
Gator's obviously going. That's just a non-negotiable.
Yeah.
It's a Star Wars con. It's a Star Wars. Yes. There is a Star Wars con. Thank you.
Yeah.
I think I'll take Billy Bob and the pirate puppet that I'm giving Jay. So.
Oh, I didn't realize you were giving him one.
Junk 3PO is gonna get a bear pirate puppet.
It's a cool looking puppet.
Because he is the Canadian bear. Yes. His captain's coat is all flanneled like. Punk's seen it.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's got a honey dipper for a peg leg and a bear trap for a bear trap instead of a hook hand. So
you have to send me some pictures.
Yeah, I got to rework the hat.
Okay.
Once I rework the hat, which I'll probably do tomorrow, I got to make BBK's big legs and big stompy feet, and then I'll rework the hat, and then I'll get the nip and nag set up. So for tomorrow, and that'll be my tomorrow. But anime, the sidetrack.
Yes. Let's see. So on the list here, a couple other ones that kind of step out, and just because, like, some either a good name or good thumbnails, stuff like "Goodbye, Dragon Life."
Ooh, okay, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Long ago, the most ancient of divine dragons was slain by a human. The mighty dragon accepted its death when suddenly it was reborn as Dolan, a man who lives in a quiet village. While spending another peaceful day toiling in the fields, he met Selena, a half-human, half-snake creature looking for a partner. The unlikely duo became friends, but challenges lie ahead that threaten the new bond.
So it's what do you call it? Those is it llamas or
Lamia?
Lamia? Yeah, it's a lamia. Is it a lamia? Because I would imagine it's a half snake, half human, like a centaur, or it's a lamia, so it's a half snake person. I don't see the half snake person. Where's the half? Oh, I guess you wouldn't. I guess you wouldn't. Yeah,
maybe it's this tail in the back here.
Ties
the red chick. Yeah,
because if you see all the people, all you see is their torsos, and you wouldn't see their snake bits. You know.
I mean, then again, maybe the blonde girl down here,
because you don't see her legs.
Thinking.
Yeah,
I'm thinking that one.
Because I mean, just based on like layout and placement of people, like you want to have the two of them like front and center, like up front.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm thinking it's gonna be those two, but I hear a snake lady, and I'm thinking like this girl in the black.
Yeah,
it might be. Yeah,
looks
it might
more
be
serpentine.
But if it's a love, I think closer to the character, so it might be the blonde one underneath.
But then behind him, you see these two elves, because they got the pointed ears, and for her to also be blonde and also be the snake, I'm like that's not where I would go with that. You would have to like make her green,
can have a blonde and have an alternate blonde.
Yeah, I mean, I agree though, because I think once you get the color scheme and everything changes. So once you get higher than the green elves, those look like the villains, right?
Yeah.
So,
like I've seen a Marvel poster in my time.
Yeah.
At least not the girl with the legs over there, the girl with the white hair.
I think it's safe to assume she's not the snake.
Yeah, and the guy behind her has legs. Obviously, it's a guy. So I'm assuming the other elf is not a snake lady. So it's a toss up between those two. On his sword hand, by his sword hand. I'm thinking it's the blonde, but it could be the other one.
That's like that's the thing we're most fascinated by is like which one's gonna be the snake.
Yeah, which one's the half snake lady? Let's see the snake lady. Sorry. All right.
Apparently, next on the list is also Seven Deadly Sins.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a classic, or maybe not classic, but
Apocalypse. Okay, so yeah, I haven't kept up with the Knights of the Apocalypse and kind of the kid story.
Yeah.
So I know nothing about Seven Deadly Sins, except like each one of the characters is supposed to be like one of the sins.
I binged through like 2 seasons. It's not bad. It's just it's your generic shonen kind of, you know.
Yeah, and shonen-esque because it came out after the shonen era, and the art style reminds me a whole lot of like Saturday morning cartoons from the 90s, early 2000s. The storyline, you have events, but a lot of the things get mostly. It's not like the 3 episodes to get through a Yu-Gi-Oh battle or a Hunter battle. There's like 2-part episodes, but it takes the idea of fantasy, knights and armor. The 7 deadly sins, ironically, are the good guys, and the 10 commandments are the evil guys. And you get to play with these tropes.
Yeah,
and there's
flip on
humans
the head,
versus demons, and and there's fairies and dwarves, and there's also. I found it really fun. Not like when I was traveling and stuff. It was one of those ones where I could go sit back, put on an episode or 2, and just kind of turn my mind off and just. It's not like it's anything new, but it was a fun story to watch to kind of veg out to.
Yeah, turning my brain off is not a new thing either. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, Gator, you have Gator brain though. So.
True, I do have Gator brain sometimes.
Gator loves it.
Gator loves it.
And I mean that as a compliment, by the way.
Oh, the pillows are great. Wait, there's a story in this show?
Never mind, Gator. Never mind.
All right.
Nagaki no Bure ha Intai Shitai.
I just want to say good night, David Glenn.
I probably said it wrong. Yep.
Yeah. Got a crash?
Dave.
All right.
Thanks for stopping by as always.
The great moderator has gone.
Mm-hmm. Moderator.
It's the golden age for treasure hunters, adventurers hungry for wealth, fame, power, and the One Piece. Wait, no, wrong show.
What?
Who risk their lives in treasure vaults throughout the world. Let's become treasure hunters.
Nice.
I do. Ooh, I kind of miss Moggy because of that whole the labyrinth treasure hunter trope is really fun for me. The traps, the puzzles.
Cry and his childhood friends swore to become the greatest of them all, but that dream should have died on the day Cry realized he wasn't cut out for the job. Yet expectations continue to mount, right along with Cry's fear for his life. While his childhood friends climb closer to their dream, this grieving soul has one simple wish: to pack it all in and retire.
Oh, is that right? Nice.
The unsung hero. Unwilling hero, I mean.
Ultimately, it sounds like it's going to kind of fall in the middle of the pack and be forgotten, but it might be worth checking out. And it starts on October 1st.
Yay. We're getting so close. I'm catching up on getting to the end of all the anime that I have been watching because I kind of fell off for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And then there's one that we had talked about recently on we had talked about previously on the Mechpit chat. That's finally coming out.
Oh,
Mechanical Arms.
Oh, okay.
Coming up on October 3rd.
Dang, it's right around the corner.
Long ago, alien life forms came to Earth, fusing with people on the planet. Due to their appearance, they were dubbed Mechaude, as when fused, they bore a striking resemblance to mechanized limbs. Through an involuntary partnership, average middle schooler Hikaru Amatsuga works alongside the Mechaude Arma, who has an extremely rare and special existence. To protect Arma, the resistance group ARMS assigns the dual Mechaude user Aki Murasame to follow him wherever he goes. However, she is also looking for a mysterious snake-type Mechaude wielder who has put many of her comrades into critical state. Behind the scenes, an organization known as the Kagami Group is searching for the mythical Trigger Arm, a Mechaude said to grant unlimited power. When Aki's life is threatened by the group, Hikaru must team up with Arma to find the courage to fight back, and along the way, learn that his life will never be ordinary again.
Oh. I remember that preview, though. It looks really interesting. And kind of like teen edgy, right? Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Like that, just that art style. I don't know.
Who's doing this? Triff Studio?
Not ringing a bell to me.
Tri-F Studio has also done Kamari Algorithm. They're a really small studio that doesn't do a ton.
Okay.
Yeah, this might be their first big title.
Worth checking out.
Yep. I mean, there's still a bunch more to go, but I think that's. Oh wait, how could I forget? Well, actually, we have two more things.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit! Oh sweet, more Prince of Tennis. Wow, there's actually quite a bit here. There's actually a little bit more, down the list. Thunderbolt Fantasy's coming back.
Okay.
Which, if you guys don't know about this, Thunderbolt Fantasy is sort of a puppet show.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
And here, let me go ahead and jump to that just to show you guys a little bit of this.
Yeah, I was like Thunderbolt. Oh yeah, the final manga is coming out in November.
Yeah, I think by osmosis or being near you, that's all I thought of was Gundam when I hear Thunderbolt too.
Yeah, Gundam Thunderbolt, the volume 22 is coming out, and that's gonna be the end. I'm just like, yeah, I get to finish it.
So just to show you a little bit of like what the actual show looks like, literally puppets.
Okay. Okay.
Literally puppets. Nice.
Nice.
Good puppet, we'll say.
Have I seen that before? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Yeah, we'll jump over here and we'll just check out a little bit of this. Because it's a show that's always been kind of on my radar. I want to check it out, and just because it's not just another anime.
I feel like I have stumbled upon it, was confused, and ran away quickly.
So
this looks really creepy. I love it.
Yeah, it does.
We'll see if we can't get some kind of.
Oh, stop
motion puppets.
Oh, that's not even stop motion. That is literally they are moving the puppet in front of a camera, they're action figures.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. It looks stop motion, but very smooth.
No,
it's not stop motion. Oh, wow.
I don't think so.
No, I mean you look at noticeably you don't see the entire arm. Yeah, marionette.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, it's a art style.
I am working on a marionette myself.
Oh,
so this might be worth checking out for some inspiration.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing you've seen the goof. Yeah, I need to finish it, which it's mostly done. I just need to paint it and attach the strings, and then make the support, aka the control vehicle. Which is
You done goofed up, boy.
Yeah, done goofed up. Yeah.
して神武法の地脇肉踊る冒険譚がここで幕引きというのなら、もうこれ以上付きまとう理由もない。
He's the handsome one.
They're using a different form of Japanese. They're very much like it's like a play, like that's like they're in the theater.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Just their word structure is a little different. I'm not big into Japanese. I don't speak it fluently, but I can tell the difference between like different tones of voicing of storytelling. Not everything's just like kawaii, you know. No, there's other
not everything is not everything is written to be like read by a 16-year-old schoolgirl.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's Japan. 14-year-old schoolgirl.
お前の中にあった魔族の因子は全部この龍馬様が引き受けてやるんだからよ。
ご子息を殺す気ですか？
I love it. Oh my god.
That's an awesome. I want that whatever instrument those are called.
The voice acting is just awe-striking. It's just like
these are
like, hey, I know you guys usually do anime, but you want to do it like we're like on the theater in, you know,
like kabuki something or other, like
like a kabuki theater,
but with marionettes. I think this is I don't know. This feels like they're kind of going back to some more traditional art styles and kind of melding it with a current sort of style.
Well, just to let you guys know, this Thunderbolt Fantasy is on Crunchyroll. So if you had the subscription, you have access to the first 3 seasons.
Okay. I may watch a little bit.
I might have to as well.
Yeah, it like I said, it caught my eye when I first discovered it, and it's always been in the back of my head of like one of those shows. I'm like, I need to watch this. I just have to find time.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem, right? I've got so much to catch up on.
We'll go a little bit more with this, and then we'll cut it short because
it's a.
お前が私に挑むにはふさわしいだけの力の証を立てねばならん。
Wait. Well, I didn't know this is. It's like Puppet Tokusatsu.
It is Puppet Tokusatsu. Yeah.
I mean, that vocal run almost sounded like some crawling in my skin.
I'm a puppet in the wind.
I mean, the ghost of Chester lives on, maybe not in Lincoln Park anymore, but
these winds are pulling my strings. Fear is all. Anyway.
Yeah. Nice.
異次元越境の秘術をこれに。故に魔界の探訪は、さらなる魔導の費用を極めるにあたって絶好の機会。
It's worked so many Kamen
ぜ
Riders.
ひともこの覇王玉にお任せを。目指すが人外魔境とあらば、我が豪
Okay.
Yeah, this is going to take an episode or two to get the cadence and the style and just.
I'm down with the cadence. I love it.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying, like, it's going to take a minute.
I'm like, oh
for
yes.
something so different and so surreal, and I love it. It's just going to take me a minute to like let the immersion happen and like turn off all the lights or whatever. Not being weird, but just like cut out all the distractions and just get solely focused on. Yeah.
I'm definitely
with your puppets.
I'm digging I'm digging that for the trailer for this. They're bringing all the different art style elements. We're getting just all kinds of crazy little hints of like, you know, here's just kind of like an anime, you know, character, you know, concept of what you can expect. We're up against the puppet, and then we had a bunch of crazy action for a puppet show, which I was not expecting.
Yeah.
Sup, Tokopunk?
Hey, Tokopunk.
Just kind of looking over a little bit of the fall anime list and checking out Thunderbolt Fantasy, which, yes, dude, it absolutely is.
It looks good. I can't say that it's good yet because I haven't seen it, but I am piqued. Interest has been piqued.
I mean, it's 3 episodes in, so you got a good little bit there. You can go binge if you to check it out.
3 seasons, you mean?
Oh, I mean, no. There are 3 episodes of Kamen Rider Gav so far. Sorry, Kamen Rider Gotchard.
Gotchard. Yeah.
Oh wait, no, fuck. Sorry, it's too many names all at once. Kamen Rider Gav is the current Kamen Rider series.
Yes.
Which has 3 episodes out.
Oh, nice.
Gotchard was last season's series, which just yeah.
Yeah. I tried to get into it. It was okay. It was Kamen Rider. Yeah.
Face says we're about to deviate for another hour on what is Kamen Rider and what is Kamen Rider.
We
do not provoke
anime.
The Kamen Rider.
に不足なし。
いいな。その思い上がりに物申す。このカム少めが芸家の目となり耳となり、魔界の腹渡を暴きましょうぞ。
双方それぞれの処方を持って人外の魔境に挑むがいい。
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Oh my God. Those are true artists right there. True artists.
Oh, it is on the list to watch.
Yes.
And like I said, Crunchyroll.
Nice.
There you go.
Nice.
What happens when you take Gen Urobuchi from Nitro Plus and partner him with Peely International Media, the company responsible for the glove puppetry media with the highest production values? The result is a miraculous collaboration. The result is an all-new wuxia fantasy series with Gen Urobuchi's providing the premise, screenplay, and series composition, and Peely handing them filming and production. Thunderbolt Fantasy.
Nice.
Hey, Urobuchi. See, the name just doesn't stick out to me. So it's one I gotta learn now. Apparently. Let me see. Gen Urobuchi. Is a Japanese novelist, a screenwriter, best known as the co-creator of the highly acclaimed and commercially successful anime series Madoka Magic. Oh,
yeah. I was about to say, I was like, Urobuchi, that's the magical girl one, right? Yeah, it was.
Oh, yeah, like one of the other best Kamen Rider series as well.
Damn. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, he's a good writer, I guess. He's top notch.
I mean, there's a reason why I put Gaim in my S tier.
Oh, it's because it's a good one. Yeah, I agree with that. Putting like Gaim in S tier. Yeah.
Said to be a film buff and likes to include homages to film in his works. He mentioned Kiyoshi Kurosawa, Sergio Leone, and John Carpenter be among his favorite film directors. As Charlie also loved robot animation, has cited Votoms as one of his major influences.
He's got a good pedigree of liking things.
Yeah. And he's added to the favorites now. You got quite a bit of little work here. Obviously, more Psycho-Pass, Thunderbolt Fantasy.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Date Zero.
A lot of good anime that I've watched that I liked. Some that I've missed, but I can't watch it all. Right?
Right. Black Lagoon.
Black Lagoon. Fate Zero. Yeah. Oh, Phantom. Okay, yeah. This guy's got some good stuff.
Well, I've got just two things left here to pull up before we end the show for this week. But with Kamen Rider in mind, of course, there is one little thing coming up this season that towards the end of the year to look forward to, but we probably won't be getting it until summer next year.
All right, let's see what you got there.
The Kamen Rider Skull movie.
Oh, okay.
Which another one of the great series was Kamen Rider W, and we are getting we are getting a little bit about the mentor to our our hard-boiled detective, and his mentor, who is in no way Polly of Latino slants.
Well, I mean, doesn't look exactly like him, but darn close.
I don't know. He might have that hat in his closet.
That is true. That's a thing I might see.
He is a man of many hats. Kind of like Punkwaddle, but Polly still takes the cake.
Well, he can eat the cake.
Is the cake a lie, or do we just want more cake?
I don't know. Is cake a euphemism, or is it actual cake?
Cake is used for too many things lately. It's very confusing and very enticing.
You can have it and eat it too. Yeah, that's the Polly. I've seen this, and when you said it's like, oh, it might be the Polly hat. I was like, oh, it's this guy, isn't it? I'm like, yep, it's this guy.
I like the
I've seen this guy before.
The metallic. Awesome. I know we've talked about it before.
Yeah, I bring it up all the time because it is Polly.
3PO has a similar fedora like that. Yeah, he does.
I love the armor.
It's a little more Polly's hat though, I think.
Yes.
Jay has a similar hat like that too, but it's a little different.
I like how the chest hair kind of makes him look like he's got like a Venom thing going on.
Yeah,
it does kind of a Venom thing going on. You're right.
But with the hat and his mask, it does look like he has the mustache. So it definitely looks like he's going like ha 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 ha, like throw mariachis at people or something.
Oh, yes, sweet! He
throws a whole band of mariachi people at.
You're right. Awesome.
Kamen Rider Skull.
I need to up my hat game. I'm getting there. I have some hats that are in. And
he does have the scarf too. Yeah, he's literally. I think that's just Polly in there. I mean, he does know martial arts, right? Polly does know martial arts.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. He's an instructor, right?
Yeah. So it's that's Polly. You can't tell me it's not.
So yeah, we're getting the Latino slant movie.
Okay, no, I don't want anyone in the chat just taking that picture and then tagging Polly. Okay, don't tag Latino slant and saying, "Are you a Kamen Rider?"
Yeah, don't do it.
Don't do it. Definitely do not do it. But he will not find that entertaining at all.
He's gonna look at it like have no idea what's all going on. Why is he getting tagged in this?
It's like is this AI or is this legit? That's what he's gonna ask first. Mm-hmm. And then maybe we'll get him caught onto Kamen Rider.
That or he'll because he only knows so much about anime. He's like, oh, I know Kamen Rider. I mean, I don't watch a lot of it, but I know of it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got to see this character, and he's got to be like, I need to learn what this is. And then the next Polly show, the next Lutano Santa review is going to be on Kamen Rider.
Like, I watched 1,000. He shows up. Was like, I watched 1,200 episodes of Kamen Rider last week.
Yeah,
because they're at over 1,000. But here, let me pull him up. So Polly is another YouTuber who runs the channel Latino Slant here, and we will pull his channel up, and I will drop a link to it in the chat to check him out because we want to help our brothers out here on YouTube.
I have a Latino Slant mug because he put up a little caption contest and they thought mine was the funniest, and I wasn't even trying to win.
So Latino Slank does a lot of kind of Hollywood coverage and kind of talks about things from the Latino perspective. So he'll cover a lot of kind of news of like La Bamba and kind of things going on with a lot of prominent Latino actors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he does a really, really good job of like, doesn't like the word Latinx, but he'll definitely talk about things and like call out John Leguizamo for being kind of an idiot sometimes. Like he's very, as the kids say, based. He's also
I think Latinx is just people who misspell
Latinx.
laxative.
Yeah,
it's people who don't know how to spell LaCroix.
Also true.
He just misspelled. This is spelled laxative.
But he's also very positive. Like he's one of the guys I respect because, like, something that could be complete trash, he'll instead of just trashing on it and just catching all the rumors and the algorithm, he'll actually take time to look at it and give a sort of like out of theater response of what the thing was. So he doesn't cater to just one perspective. He's very much, as long as you're kind of open-minded, you're not rude and a jerk, you can have a really good conversation with him.
Gator X Quaddle X Gator X yeah, this is what this show is.
Now we got to do the edgelord version where you have the X, big X, little X on both sides of the 90s.
Yeah. it's my gamer tag, boys. So one last we got one last one to talk about here, and we're going to be talking about this when it comes out.
Okay.
Gundam Requiem for Victory. For vengeance.
I am excited.
I'm scared.
I am a little nervous on what on who's show running and what's going on with it, but I feel like it's gonna be safe. It's gonna be good. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do they have showrunners on it, or like who's staffing it?
Let's see.
Netflix, Lionsgate.
Yeah, Erasmus Brosado. We'll go. Here's what we kind of have so far, but a couple of names that just don't. To be fair, don't have much going on from the anime side.
Yeah.
Although this guy does have a heck of a nose on him.
Yeah, I feel like he's been in HR. Ooh.
I'm not gonna say anything about that because I don't know anything about the guy. He's got a big nose.
So. Yeah, I don't know either. So that's just Well, just give him the pass. I hope he's got like a room just dedicated for Gunpla. If he has that, I'm happy. If he doesn't have that, I'm worried.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, I don't disagree.
This guy did work on the Full Metal Alchemist live action stuff.
Okay.
So he did some visual effect works on that.
Okay.
And he seems to be the director.
Okay.
Good.
We'll see.
Yes, it might be good.
Hope I'm pessimistically optimistic.
Oh, they have a new trailer out today. Oh, that's interesting.
Oh,
it's
really?
coming out real soon, ain't it?
Yeah, in weeks or days.
October 17th.
Okay, in a month.
Okay.
So, that's like the week. That's like the week or so where, as you know, the week after that is when we're heading out. So that's the week. That's the week before the convention.
Oh,
yeah,
I have to watch that and talk about it. Yeah.
I'll watch
I'm
that
excited
episode
about
on a plane.
this.
I'll be watching it on my phone while I drive.
There you go.
I'm not going to recommend anything.
I mean,
Guys,
just
it's fine, guys. I busted out the Google glasses.
Yeah.
just get a Harold or Giggity to drive. I bet their feet can reach the pedals because they have feet.
Yeah.
Makes
Harold
sense.
does not. But
Harold does not have feet.
I know because I built them.
Yeah.
Not with that attitude, he doesn't.
Yeah, right.
Oh, but guys, I think all things considered, it's a good little mix of anime for this upcoming season. What do you guys think?
I think so.
Not as strong as the summer, but it's good.
Well, are we getting a Shangri-La to not
Yes.
here, but is it now or is it in January?
It'll be part of the fall lineup.
Because I'm so stoked for that. I know I was just ranting about it, and then I know Brandon, the anime guy, caught it up, and a few other people have caught up since. And it's like, it's just one of the best. It's not isekai, but it's all the things, and you're not trapped in a game. It's just fun mechanics.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it's super light isekai because it is virtual reality game.
Yeah.
So it's technically not, but technically is. It's a weird gray area of isekai.
It goes back to the days before Sword Art Online. It's a full immersive dive idea, but you're not trapped in it. But it's also him playing playing this game, but also having friends from other games. But he also referenced going back to other games and other glitches and trash games where they've learned stuff from and utilizing connections from real world and other games in this game. So there's some neat just, and it's very fun and optimistic, right? I think that's the biggest thing is the attitude is just like, oh, there's these cool things, and it just happens on these cool instances that nobody's figured out yet because this play style isn't trying to follow the rules.
Yeah.
One thing that did kind of jump out at me there in looking over that list was I don't remember seeing too much isekai, like, at all.
Yeah. No, but I think we're a little. I think we blew our isekai load early on this year.
True.
And let's be honest, late winter was pretty decent, aka like the beginning of the year. And then the springtime was bangers, and the summertime repeat bangers. So the fall it does seem a little less, but it's still pretty good. I mean, considering that all the heavy hitters already came, So we'll see. We'll see what's happening when they come out. So you see any gems in the, because this year's been pretty good of anime. Oh,
Just time for dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Dun 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 dun.
It makes it sounds like Go Gaigar to me, but which, by the way, if you guys haven't seen it yet, definitely go watch Go Gaigar.
Yeah,
Go Gaigar.
But I think it's enough positivity for the week, and I think it's time for bed for me.
Do we have to go back to negativity? Oh,
no.
Sorry,
you don't have to
be a buzzkill, but
you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Exactly.
All right. Well, with that, folks, I think it's time for us to call for the day. Stay positive, stay upbeat. Make the day mecha, and above all, take care.